Imagine a country where every day is a near copy of the last, where the rhythm of life is so predictable that it almost feels like time itself stands still. In this place, the sun rises and sets over the same routines, the same faces, and the same silent streets, day after day. Here, life is drained of surprise and color. The cityscape is a palette of grays and muted tones, with little to break the monotony. Even the weather seems to echo the mood: overcast, subdued, and unchanging. North Korea, ruled for generations by the Kim family, is not just a place of hardship. It's a place of profound, unending boredom. The portraits of the leaders watch over every public space, a constant reminder of the power that shapes every aspect of life. The government controls nearly every aspect of existence, turning predictability into a cage. From the moment you wake up, your actions are watched, your choices limited, and your path set by someone else. Choices most people take for granted, what job to pursue, which hobbies to enjoy, where to travel, are decided by the state. Even leisure time is often scheduled and monitored, leaving little room for spontaneity or personal growth. The result is a monotonous existence, where even the cities reflect this lack of vibrancy. Wide, empty avenues stretch between rows of identical apartment blocks. There are no colorful advertisements, no bustling markets, no unexpected sights to catch your eye. Individual expression is discouraged. Everyone is expected to blend in. Uniforms are worn not just in schools, but in workplaces and public events, reinforcing the idea that the group is more important than the individual. This visual and social quietness mirrors the reality of daily life. Parks and public squares are often silent, with few people lingering or laughing. The atmosphere is one of restraint, where even joy must be measured. In this series, we'll explore the routines, rules, and rare moments of happiness that shape North Korean lives. From the early morning exercises to the carefully orchestrated public events, every day is a lesson in discipline and conformity. Yet even in a world designed to control them, people find small joys. Families gather for simple meals, children invent games with what little they have, and friends share quiet moments of laughter. These glimpses of happiness are precious, shining through the grayness of daily life. The label boring is not just a description. It's a statement about the human spirit under extreme control. It's about what happens when creativity, freedom, and individuality are suppressed, and how people still manage to hold on to hope, even in the most controlled society on Earth. In North Korea, the day doesn't begin with the gentle chime of a personal alarm clock, but with the blaring sound of propaganda music echoing through city streets. Loudspeakers perched on buildings and lampposts fill the air with patriotic songs and messages, setting the tone for the hours ahead. This orchestrated wake-up call is a daily reminder that every moment is overseen by the state, and that individual rhythms are replaced by a collective beat. Breakfast is a modest affair, usually corn porridge or a small bowl of rice. Food is precious and every grain is valued. Families gather quietly, aware that what's on the table is the result of strict rationing and government control. There's little variety, and meals are more about sustenance than enjoyment. The scarcity of ingredients is a constant reminder of the country's isolation and the challenges faced by ordinary people. As the morning progresses, children put on their school uniforms while adults dress in practical, state-issued clothing. Everyone has a place to be, assigned by the government. Children march off to school, where lessons are as much about ideology as academics. Adults head to their state-assigned jobs, whether in factories, offices, or fields, all moving in unison as if part of a carefully choreographed routine. Most people travel by foot or bicycle, weaving through the city's orderly streets. Public transport, when available, is often packed to capacity, and private cars are a rare luxury reserved for the elite. The commute itself is a daily ritual, marked by patience and endurance. The streets remain quiet, almost eerily so, with little of the hustle and bustle found in other capitals. The routine is strict, and deviation is discouraged. Work is not a pursuit of personal passion or ambition. Instead, it's a duty to the nation, a way to contribute to the collective good. Factories and offices operate with military precision, and workers are expected to show unwavering loyalty and discipline. After the workday ends, there's little time for relaxation. Mandatory political study sessions fill the evenings, where citizens gather to read, discuss, and internalize the teachings of the party. These sessions are not optional, they are a core part of daily life, reinforcing loyalty and unity. Shopping is a necessity, not a pleasure. People line up at state-run stores to collect their allotted rations, basic staples, with little choice or variety. There are no supermarkets brimming with options, only the essentials, carefully measured and distributed. As dusk falls, the city grows even quieter. Families return to their homes where evenings are spent in routine and reflection. There's little entertainment, and the sense of order remains unbroken. The daily loop, home, work, indoctrination, home, repeats with little variation. Spontaneity and joy are luxuries few can afford, as every aspect of life is carefully managed. Life here is structured for control, not fulfillment. Group activities, parades, and meetings reinforce the collective identity, leaving little space for individuality. Every day is a near-exact repeat of the last, with routines so ingrained that change feels impossible. The sameness is both comfort and constraint. This is the rhythm of a life designed by the state, a carefully constructed pattern where every beat serves a purpose, and every day is lived for the collective, not the individual. In North Korea, surveillance is everywhere. Neighbors watch neighbors, children report on parents. The Inmin ban, or people's group, keeps detailed records and can enter homes at any time. Every home must display spotless portraits of the leaders. Neglect is dangerous. Public behavior is strictly regulated, bowing to statues, approved hairstyles, and constant displays of loyalty. Individuality is erased in favor of collective identity. The endless rules and surveillance create a society of low-level fear. Trust is rare. Anyone could be an informant. People censor themselves, even at home. Deep relationships are risky, and true feelings are hidden. The need for constant conformity is exhausting. This is why life feels so restrictive and so boring. The North Korean government controls all information. There's no internet for the public, only a closed intranet with state-approved content. Global news, social media, and outside culture are completely blocked. TV and newspapers exist only to glorify the leaders and spread propaganda. Radios are fixed to official stations. Foreign broadcasts are illegal. The government checks for unauthorized media, keeping citizens in an information bubble. Without outside perspectives, questioning the official narrative is nearly impossible. Many believe their country is the best in the world, and outsiders are dangerous. This information blockade shapes minds and limits dreams. It's one of the regime's most powerful tools of control. North Koreans are isolated not just physically but mentally and emotionally. Entertainment in North Korea is just another tool for propaganda. TV dramas and movies all follow the same script: loyal heroes, evil outsiders, and endless praise for the party. There are no romantic comedies, no complex stories, just ideological lessons. Even children's cartoons teach obedience and hatred for enemies. Travel is tightly restricted. Most never leave their hometown, let alone the country. Hobbies exist, but resources are scarce and options are limited. Organized sports are state-run, and celebrated athletes serve the nation's image. For most, entertainment is a small, walled garden, carefully curated by the state. There's no escape into fantasy or personal pleasure. Life is lived within narrow boundaries, both physical and imaginative. The result, a world where even fun is predictable and controlled. Despite the restrictions, North Koreans find ways to create small moments of happiness. Family is a vital refuge. Meals, stories, and modest celebrations offer comfort. Trusted friendships allow for rare, honest conversations and quiet laughter. Private gatherings, though risky, are a form of resistance against isolation. Nature provides simple joys. Picnics by rivers, children playing outdoors. These moments are precious escapes from the gray routine. Some risk everything to watch smuggled foreign media, glimpsing a freer world. Even small acts of joy are acts of defiance. In a controlled world, these moments matter most. Consider Sun-hee, a university student whose story echoes many defectors' accounts. Outwardly, she followed the rules, attending political sessions, praising the leader. Privately, she was curious about the outside world. A friend gave her a USB drive with South Korean pop songs and dramas. At night, with her sister on guard, she listened in secret, discovering music about love and freedom. The songs revealed emotions and dreams forbidden in North Korean art. She memorized a love song, carrying it as a secret hope. When her mother found the device, fear gripped the family. Her mother destroyed the evidence, warning of the danger. The joy was gone, but the memory of the song, and the world it hinted at, remained. Sun Hee now knew life could be bigger and brighter than she'd ever imagined. In North Korea, breaking the rules can destroy lives. Minor infractions mean public humiliation or forced labor. Serious crimes, like possessing foreign media, can lead to brutal prison camps. The concept of three-generation punishment means entire families can be imprisoned for one person's mistake. This policy keeps everyone in line, turning family members into each other's guards. The constant threat of severe punishment enforces conformity and fear. The price of a single misstep is unimaginably high. Years of strict control and relentless surveillance have shaped the dreams and inner lives of North Koreans in profound ways. For the older generations, hope is often practical and modest: a little more food in their bowls, a slightly better job, or a rare moment of comfort. For many, the idea of true freedom is so distant, it barely exists as a concept, never spoken, never imagined. But a quiet shift is underway. Younger people, exposed to glimpses of foreign media and stories from the outside world, begin to dream in new colors: of love that isn't arranged, of travel beyond invisible borders, of making choices for themselves, no matter how small. These dreams are fragile, yet powerful. They bring hope, but also a deep frustration, as the gap between what is and what could be grows ever wider. Quiet disillusionment spreads through the streets and homes, as the promise of a socialist paradise, once so loudly proclaimed, now rings hollow in the daily struggle. Some people feel hopeless, resigned to a life of repetition. Others, especially the young, quietly yearn for change, whispering their dreams to trusted friends. The monotony of daily life is more than simple boredom. It is the slow, relentless suppression of the human spirit, a dull ache that never quite fades. North Koreans live like dreams trapped in a sealed jar, vivid and full of color, but unable to break free, their hopes pressed against invisible walls. Their quiet lives reveal both the crushing power of oppression and the remarkable resilience of hope that refuses to die. Even in silence, in the smallest acts of defiance or kindness, the desire for freedom endures, quietly burning beneath the surface. The world outside may seem impossibly distant, but the dream of a different tomorrow, one where the jar finally opens, remains alive in every heart.